welcome everybody to the second AMA session today that we will be having with Julian from the ZAP development team. I hope that everyone's doing well today, and let me know in chat how you are. I'm, of course, Jacob, the community manager for ZAP-Hosting, and as I mentioned, I'm joined with Julian today. Do you want to introduce yourself, Julian?
Yeah, maybe I can. Hello, I'm Julian. I'm working at the ZAP-Hosting development team. I joined the company in February of last year, and happy to be here today.
Yeah, thank you for being here. Okay, so that was a quick introduction. Let's begin with what are we doing in this session. So first, we will be discussing the questions that you guys have posted within the stage channel within the previous thread that for Julian to answer. And as usual, if you have any questions throughout the AMA session, make sure to post them in that channel because it's still open and we will look at it at the end. We'll also be checking the stage chat, which you can access by clicking open chat next to the stage icon for any info that anyone has. Let's head into the nice stuff. We'll be giving away one high-spec dedicated server today to one lucky listener, as well as 2 VPS servers, which you can pick between Windows or Linux. We will post these throughout the session, and I'll let you know when it goes live. And we'll also be giving away ZAP coins. As you can know, it's the world-renowned currency around the world. So, of course, we'll be giving those away. So, just a quick note before we begin with the questions. Keep in mind that Julian may not be able to answer all of the questions. For example, questions about new locations, because he may simply not know, stuff like that. But you can still ask if you wish to do so. Now, let's begin with some of the questions. CCA asked, how does a day in your life look like?
I basically arrive at the office at around 9 a.m. We have no certain time to be at the office. That is pretty mixed among the employees. Like Josh is arriving at, I would say 7 a.m. Toby sometimes at 6, and the other ones at 8 or 9 as well. So I arrive at the office, going to get a coffee first, and then when I booted up the PC, I basically check the third level tickets at first, so I can get a quick overview how many tickets there are and how much time I have to spend on them, and then we got a Slack channel for like our daily reports where we write down what is planned for today, and then I start working on what needs to be done in the day.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Obviously, I would know about the Slack because I'm in the Slack as well, even though I work remotely, of course. But yeah, that's an interesting day in your life. The next question, Jason asks, how is it going with IPv6 servers? I've seen that IPv6 is already on the name servers.
Basically, I can't tell you anything about that because I'm pretty sure it's on a list, but I'm not responsible for planning tasks and things like that. That's basically like the new server locations. I'm not in charge of that, so I unfortunately can't give an answer to that.
Yeah, that's understandable. Hopefully, maybe one day we'll see IPv6 because it's much better in every way.
Yes.
Okay, let's head over to the next question. Deco Sky asks, why is there no application window that lets us use our products directly and receive notification from our products rather than a browser every time we want to do something?
So I'm assuming he's talking about something like a desktop app, maybe?
Yeah, or maybe a mobile app, I'm not sure, but something like that.
Yeah. Also on our list, but it's pretty hard because we are mostly like web developers, and something for the future maybe, but not any. Also, there isn't anything planned for the next time. I'm sorry to tell you that, but
that makes sense. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but I feel like the website is pretty scalable anyways on mobile devices.
Yeah.
So, and it's relatively fast, so I think it's not a big problem at the moment. All right, let's go to the next question. Adib asks, Singapore VPS when? I
Yeah.
don't think you probably know that, but
Yes, unfortunately not. I'm sorry.
yeah, we wouldn't have a clue about that one, unfortunately. Or let's get over to the next question. Dungeon Destroyer asks, as an intern, what tasks are you typically assigned and or what do you work on regularly?
To answer that, I maybe have to clarify. Yeah, I'm not a typical intern. I'm more like a trainee because I dropped out of university to join ZAP because the COVID pandemic pretty much I lost my motivation. So I decided to apply at ZAP-Hosting, and there in Germany it's like you can join a company for 3 years in average, and then after those 3 years you are considered to be a developer. For example, that counts for every other job basically as well, and you get a diploma, and then you're like a certified web developer. And yeah, I'm in my last year. I will finish in May next year. So yeah, then I'm considered as a web developer basically, and yeah, that's quite a difference to an intern really. And yeah, that's to answer the question. That's one part of that I really enjoy because I was basically considered as a full team member for starting at the first day because yeah, there's basically nothing that I can't have a look into, or there's nothing like yeah, no, that's not a task for you because you can't do that. I can basically say, yeah, I would love to have a look into that, and if I got problems, I can ask my team members. So yeah, no restrictions
Yeah,
basically.
that makes sense. Pretty interesting. I never knew before how it works in Germany, but now it kind of makes sense, to be fair. Next question. What's your favorite game?
My favorite game, I would say Counter-Strike at the moment.
Counter-Strike.
Yeah, we have been
Okay.
playing that in the team for, yeah, you joined us as well for
Yeah.
last few weeks.
Can't say we're the best, but it is what it is. Well, in that spirit, we were playing a game the other day. The person that can closest, the person that can get the KD closest of one of the games that Julian has had will win €5. So guess in chat, what KD do you think he got?
You actually recorded that?
No, I actually want to CSGO to check. Last few more guesses and then I'll pick the closest answer because there is one really close one. Well, in this case, the closest was Retro with 0.98. His KD was actually 0.95. He had 20 kills, 21 deaths. So you're the closest. I'll send you a code right now. Give me a second.
Congrats on that. I wish it was positive, but yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I picked a bad example for you, unfortunately. In fact, there's the leaderboard. That's it.
At least we won. So
Okay, before I forget, the first giveaway for the first VPS has begun in the giveaway channel, so make sure to hit up the giveaway channel and press the button. Thanks, Regalmo, for reminding me in chat. Let's continue the questions, I guess. ASHPR asks, how did you get into the field of work you do now, and when did you see the results?
So I think the question is aiming like, how did I get to be a programmer or?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
programming. How did you get into programming?
I started pretty early. I got my first PC when I was like 12 or 13, and I pretty much began to develop little websites. They look pretty shit, but I'm constantly improved, and now I'm pretty happy to be a web developer because like I said, I went to university first and dropped out then and joined ZAP, and
That's
pretty good
good
feeling
stuff.
to start at the in the morning on a task, and when you're leaving the office you can see your results and what you've done, and the best feeling is basically when people are actually using the things you build. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, I bet it is. I've programmed a bit as well, and it's very fun to see people using stuff that you've made.
Yeah, definitely.
Last chance to get into that giveaway, by the way. Make sure to hit the giveaway channel because there's only a minute left, if I'm correct. Let's head over to the next question. Skippo asks, what made you pick ZAP as an employer or company to do an internship at?
Basically, before I dropped out of university, I was looking for alternatives I could do, and at first I applied as a supporter, but then I was told that developers are more appreciated at that time because the support team was pretty well staffed, and then I don't know, I looked for alternatives but never got over ZAP, and then I applied as a developer, and luckily, basically, when I sent the email 5 minutes later, Marvin, our CEO, called me, and I was going to the office the next day, and that's how it went.
That is quite spontaneous.
Yes.
But very good that you're here. Let's begin. Let's go over the next question. Joshua, which is another employee, asks, who is your favorite coworker and why exactly is it Joshua?
I already saw he's listening right now, so I need to be careful in what I'm saying. Yeah, but I really enjoy working with any team member, but I think I work most of the time with Josh because one of our fellow developers injured himself pretty bad at a soccer game, and that was basically the day when I started to work as a full team member. That was, I don't know, 2 months after I joined ZAP, because there was no other way to handle all the tickets and other stuff to do. Yeah,
that makes sense. Let's move on to the next question. Razor asks, would you consider your work being hard?
well, that's a pretty hard question because like the day of a nurse maybe is hard, or of a doctor that is actually saving lives, but it can be pretty exhausting at the end of the day because you need to keep yourself concentrated for the time you are working, and maybe not really hard, but you have to keep
Is there something, just expand on the question, is there something in particular that you've ever found really hard?
I'm I don't really like doing front end stuff like designs and things like that, because it often is the result of pixels being aligned, and that's pretty hard for me, at least. There are people that enjoy front end and hate doing the back end stuff. Yeah, but I enjoy more like doing backend stuff with PHP and not CSS. Yeah.
Yeah, the nitty gritty stuff at the backend is the best. I agree. Let's go to the next question. Walzen665 asks, from an economic standpoint, are the lifetime servers profitable for your company? I don't think Julian will be able to answer that personally.
Yeah, maybe. I can tell you that we won't offer products that are not profitable for the company. That's basically all I can say.
Yeah, it's a business in the end, so it has to move forward, not backwards.
Yeah.
The next question: what programming language do you develop in? Adding on to that, what are your favorites?
We basically, as I said, for the backend stuff, we are using PHP and JavaScript. And yeah, that's PHP is definitely my favorite language. But beside from working at ZAP-Hosting, I also did things in like Visual Basic or C#. But yeah, as I said, PHP is definitely my favorite language. I'm working with that in my free time as well, so definitely PHP.
Yeah, PHP is solid indeed.
Yeah,
I'm quickly gonna drop a €2 code in the chat for everyone. Make sure to use up quickly. This should be enough for everyone since there's 47 in the stage channel. Right, let's move on to the next question. Whilst you guys are redeeming all of your vouchers in the thingy on the website, Hodor asks. Oh, Hodor's even got 3 questions at the moment. Okay, let's do it one by one. The first one: what's the coolest thing you've learned so far, and what surprised you when you learned it?
When I joined, I was pretty bad at doing like SQL and database stuff, and that was probably why I only got to read the database entries and not to write. But I think that improved over time, and now I got full access to basically do all tasks I'm assigned to. That was a pretty impressive thing to see, but because I always struggled on that. But yeah, I pretty much improved on that, I think.
So basically nowadays, since you've got experience, you kind of do everything.
Yeah, basically like it's some tasks I can't do, like I don't know, changing values on a production server or some things like that, because I haven't got access to that, and only limited people got access to that, obviously. But yeah.
Okay, let's see. Hodor's next question is: do you think AI will make you redundant? How does AI affect your work? I think that's a very interesting one.
Definitely yes, because when ChatGPT was introduced, I tried it and I was pretty impressed, because for pretty limited tasks, like I don't know, if you ask ChatGPT to write yourself a calculator or something, it works pretty well. But more advanced tasks, and even like code that is going to be implemented into the existing code of ZAP, for example, it won't work pretty well, because there need to be a lot of changes done to actually make it work. And I think in that time that you're performing those changes, you can write it by yourself, basically. So things will change in the industry maybe, but I don't think that human programmers are going to be replaced by an AI in the next 10 or 20 years. Definitely not.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a useful tool to do repetitive tasks, because it can know how to do those. Yep. But when it comes to complex things, you won't be able to explain it properly to the chatbot, and secondly, it probably lacks the capacity to do so. From my experiences, at least, when I was doing stuff with ChatGPT, for example. Okay, let's go on to the next question from Hodor again. How many times have you broken ZAP? Now, I think you have to be honest here, because everyone wants to know.
Yeah, I think maybe once. I pretty much messed up the setup queue, and packages or new orders weren't set up properly. But luckily, Josh, he's listening. Thank you. Fixed that pretty quick, because that was in the early days I was working here, and I got pretty nervous when that happened.
Yeah, I bet. You're brand new then, and that happens. You probably
he's writing in the chat right now. Yeah, he says he has broken ZAP way more often than me, so.
Fair enough. Mistakes happen.
Yeah,
make sure to hit the giveaway again, because it's the second VPS is being given away right now, and then we also have, of course, the high spec dedicated later on, probably like 10 minutes. Okay, after that confession, let's head over to the next question. Cool Kid 2042 asks, what's your first pick in a rock, paper, scissors match?
Pretty good question, actually.
Very tactical.
Yeah. Paper, I think. Yeah. Because I think people are more likely to pick rock at the start. So I'm going to definitely win the first round. Yeah. What about you?
Does that make sense? Me, I don't know, to be fair. Paper maybe as well. Now that you've insisted on it, I think I have to agree with you. Okay, let's go on to the next question. Ali A asks, do you think that AI will take your place one day? It was kind of discussed, but if you want to repeat it just in case they're here now.
Yeah, I like I said, for easy tasks, I think like those AI things like Google Bard or ChatGPT are pretty useful. Like you said, for even repetitive tasks, but like for advanced things or things that need to be implemented into a system that already exists, it's not suitable right now. We will see what the future brings, but I'm confident that I can stay in my job for a pretty long time. I hope so, at least.
The laugh of pain or fear. Nah, I agree with you though on that point. It's very interesting to see. Definitely cool and useful for research and stuff, but
Yeah.
programming wise, it's still very limited. Someone in chat asks a quick question. What is the hardest part of your role? Serotonin asks this. Serotonin. I mean.
Hardest part of my role? Good question, actually. Like, I'm getting used to more things. Like I said, this is a constant process of learning, and sometimes if there's code that was not touched in a long while ago, it's pretty hard to get your head into that and understand that code. So yeah, basically working on legacy code when there are techniques used that are pretty old and I've never heard of them. So to basically get your head into code that you haven't written by yourself or that isn't out of the last 2 or 3 years. That's what I struggle pretty much every time on.
That's understandable, of course. Semicat asks, what do you tend to do on ZAP side of development, like back end or front end? Which you've kind of answered already, but if you could quickly give a summary.
I think I'm working more on the back end than on the front end because, like I already said, I don't quite enjoy working on the front end as much as I'm enjoying it on the back end side. Yeah, back end everything like server setups or even our own web interface where we are handling all our support tickets and stuff like that. That's a pretty big part of my job to keep that working and improving the workflow for my support colleagues. Yeah.
Cool. Thanks for that insight. Retro asks, are there any plans in the future of having a more powerful server package? For now, the most powerful is premium.
Good question, actually, but again, the one that I probably can't answer because like other people are in charge to plan new products. Yeah, so unfortunately,
that makes sense.
Can't give a definite answer to that.
No comment. Oh, I missed a question actually from the list. Lucas asks, how many years have you been doing it so far?
I'm working at ZAP since February last year, and like I said before that, I went to university and programmed in my free time for myself. So about a year into ZAP and into programming, I don't know, 9-10 years, something like that.
Yeah, very experienced, I see. 9 and 10 years.
Ah,
Long time.
I don't know if you can call me experienced already, but yeah, pretty
Well, I'm sure you're
different.
I'm sure you're pretty good.
Yeah, it's a pretty big difference if you're working in a company and you actually have to deliver features that are used by, I don't know, thousands of people, or if you're doing stuff on your own and creating small websites. That's yeah.
Yeah, at home you can do whatever you want, but at the company you have to make it more structured.
Definitely.
Okay, range for us. Are you looking for new developers in your team?
Yes, we indeed are at the moment. You can find our job page at zap-hosting.com/jobs, I think. Yeah, correct URL.
Yeah.
And yeah, we are looking for new developers right now.
Thanks, Edgar, for the link. Okay, Fabian quickly asked, who's your favorite colleague in a support department?
Everyone except Fabian, I have to say. No, I'm just kidding. Supporters are all pretty chilled. Yeah, they are attending at the office at the time when we developers are there, so we got pretty much contact to them, and yeah, all pretty cool. Don't have a certain favorite.
In that case, who's your favorite from the marketing department?
I think you're going to kick me out of the AMA if I don't say Jacob right now.
Thank you. That's what I thought. Thank you very much.
But I have to say, like at our last team event, Regalmo and Rugile joined, and it's always pretty exciting to meet your co-workers if they are not living in the same country as you are. And yeah, I hope you're joining the next team event as well. So
yeah,
international.
Yeah, but I'm glad you said that. I feel really good about myself now. No, I'm kidding. What's the next question? Amax asks, an API would be cool to be able to control VPS and prices somewhat cheaper with worse processors. I think that's more of a statement than a question, but I think the main question is, will there be an API ever to control VPSs?
Yeah, like I think the API would be connected to like a mobile app or a desktop app, because yeah, that's what you need to create those apps, and maybe in the future, but there are no current plans on something like that, unfortunately.
Right. That's interesting. Let me quickly let everyone know to quickly go into the giveaways channel, because we're giving away the high spec dedicated server now as the final big giveaway. Someone asked, what if someone used ZAP VPS for cybercrime? Yeah, I'm sure that's not allowed.
Definitely not allowed. But
quite obvious.
Yeah, we if you ever discover ZAP VPS that is doing shady stuff, you can send an email to abuse@zap-hosting.com, and we will take care of that.
Yep, of course. I think you should check out the link, the API link. It's very interesting.
Zap-hosting.com/API, yeah.
Yeah, that page. Yeah, some behind the scenes that you've never seen before. Okay, next question. Ali A asks, do you think AI is danger? I guess he just means generally is AI.
Yeah. There are pretty fun ways to mess around with AI when it comes to things like like editing pictures or something, or even fully AI generated pictures. I pretty much enjoy that, but yeah, I'm not that kind of guy that believes in those apocalyptic scenarios where AI will take over the world. And yeah,
I agree.
I don't see so much.
I think quantum computing is more of a threat because of encryption. Could pretty much bypass anything.
Yeah, maybe a thing in the future, definitely.
Okay, let's head over to the next question. Why do you enjoy working as ZAP-Hosting?
Because yeah, I pretty much like all of my, no, not pretty much, I like all of my co-workers, that's what I can say. And there are many advantages of working at ZAP because I can obviously get my own VPS for a pretty cheap price. Yeah, we got many benefits. If you consider working for ZAP, then you should check our job page because our benefits are listed there. I can give a little insight. We can order ourselves food every day, and the company pays for it. That's pretty nice. Yeah, but
didn't even know that.
Yeah, when it comes to you have to attend at the office for that. I should add that. Yeah, but I got pretty much freedom. I don't know if I can say that like that in English, but I can choose what I want to work on, and if I think that I am not suitable for a certain task, I can always discuss that to my coworkers, and yeah.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Fabian says there's a free Tesla. Of course, there's a free Tesla if you apply for, I think it's a full stack programmer.
Yeah.
But make sure to check out the jobs page, which a lot of people have linked in the chat, because you might be interested in something. We're actively hiring all the time. All right, let's over to the next question. Are there any challenges that you have faced in your line of work, and how did you go about overcoming it?
Yeah, like I said, getting used to it was pretty overwhelming in my first 2 or 3 months to just get used to ZAP as a programming project, because I was given like a little task to change an icon, and I was looking 20 minutes for the exact file that I had to change it on, because like maybe I can give an insight on that as well. That consists of, I don't know, multiple hundred of thousands of lines of code, and to get an overview for that is pretty hard, definitely.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, I'm getting better on that. I don't have to look 20 minutes right now. It's only like 5.
Major improvement.
Yeah.
Someone in chat quickly asked, why is there no Ubuntu 22.04 image for Linux VPS?
Good question. Maybe you can ask for that in our ticket system, because my coworkers are always happy to provide new images.
Because on Pete asks, is it possible to get a diesel rather than a Tesla? I'm not sure. Ask the boss.
You can charge your car at the office, so I'm not quite sure.
Okay, before the next question, it's your reminder to head over to the giveaway channel to enter the giveaway for the high-spec dedicated server before it closes and the winner's picked in about 4 minutes. Now, for the next question, what advice would you give to someone who's starting out a career as a developer?
Advice?
Okay. A good tip.
Yeah, it pretty much helped me that I was used to PHP before I started at ZAP, because like I said, I was using that in my free time as well. And even if you're not experienced in that, just basically when I started at ZAP, I just got into very much more into programming stuff, and just keep interested. I signed up to certain newsletters my coworkers suggested, and just keep interested in what you're doing, and then you can achieve your goals.
Wow, very inspirational.
Yeah, definitely.
For the next question, are there any specific skills that you have learned which have really supported you? I don't know what type of skills, but I think they mean like transferable skills.
Pretty good question. Yeah,
But yeah,
like I said, it's pretty hard to get that analytical skill to think
oh yeah, problem
or
solving. Yeah,
to definitely to analyze the problem. Debugging is a pretty hard task sometimes because something is not working and you just can't figure out why, because all the values you checked are okay, and that's pretty good at solving problems right now, even if I'm
yeah.
not working.
I think you have to split the problem into, like, write out in English how you do it before you actually convert it into code, because otherwise, you just get confused.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's see, what is the next question? How long does your job or job task take you on an average week? In an average week?
So I'm working 40 hours a week, so basically 8 hours a day, and we can make breaks like we want. So I think we have to do at least 30 minutes, but I can, when I'm working in home office, I don't know, I can pretty much, I don't know, work at Monday and Tuesday 9 hours, and then I can leave early on Friday, basically. So
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
USB Type A said you have to know English to code, in my opinion. Would you agree with that? I think I kind of agree with that.
Yeah, definitely, because like when you're working with an API or something, pretty much all of the documentations are in English, so that helps pretty well to understand what you have to do to work with that API, and
Do you plan to stay at ZAP after you get your certification and everything finished?
I would love to, definitely, yes. That's I think that benefits the company as well. When I was learning at the company for 3 years, and I don't know, if you employ a new developer, he has to get used to the project and things like that. And I'm pretty much, when I finished my diploma, I can just go over and start working like I did in the 3 years before. So I would love to stay, yes.
Very good, very good. Good to hear. Congrats on the giveaway winners. That's the 3 items we've given away. DJ Call for winning a VPS, William for winning another VPS, and A Stream Life for winning the high spec dedicated. I'll contact you after this session, and we'll get you sorted out, of course. The Defy asked how much servers total does ZAP have? I don't think you would know.
No, but Florian answered that in the chat.
I see. Yeah, I must have missed that. 36,000 to 37. That is big, for sure.
Yeah, but I think he means like virtual instances, like.
Oh yeah, of course.
A Minecraft server is considered as a server and not like physical servers, because I don't think that it's that much.
Oh yeah, good suggestion, Regamo. You can check on the front page. Shows you how many active there are. And how many host systems are there? I don't think Julian would know that either.
I have no idea, unfortunately. But maybe a coworker can check.
Gizmo asks, for someone who's interested in programming/coding, what would you recommend on starting out?
I started programming when I was playing San Andreas multiplayer for GTA San Andreas, and there was a coding language called Pawn, like PAWN, and it was a pretty beginner-friendly language, and I just looked up to pages on the internet or watch YouTube videos that pretty much helped to get into stuff like that. Good to hear.
If you have any more questions, make sure to drop them into the stage chat or into the AMA questions thread, because we're slowly going to be closing this up. But I do have to let you know that something big is coming soon. We hope to see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. German time to experience the new major revolution in ZAP-Hosting with me and Regalmo from marketing. We also hope to see you at the live stream, which follows that, an hour after that, with Rugile, of course. But you do not want to miss this, trust me, because it's definitely something huge, and you will not believe it. Like, I'm telling you, you will not believe it. So we better see you there.
Okay.
Any more questions? Let's see. Sorry, probably asked again, but do you work on any particular game servers on ZAP?
Like if I'm assigned to a certain game, or what
I think he means any certain product maybe, or service, or is it just general?
No, in third level we are also like in as a developer, we are working all over the system and not only on certain products, but in the second and first level, where the supporters work, there are people that specified on a game server or like an expert for a game server, but they are not only working on like 5M servers or stuff like that. They're just experts when it comes to any difficulties in that they are contacted. Yeah.
Okay, let's head over to the next question. I think that was well answered. Invalid Zap asks, a question for is if Julian likes cheese balls. This seems to be a recurring theme.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, I do.
Perfect. Gizmo asks, how has it been a part of Zap? Don't know exactly what they mean, but I think they just mean generally.
Yeah,
do you like it?
Like I said, it's pretty nice. We got a very good team. We are even spending time together in our free time. Like I said, we are playing games together and stuff. And yeah, I really enjoy being a part of Zap. I can say from my point of view.
All right. ALND asks, what is your rank in CS:GO?
I'm currently Master Guardian. I used to be like a distinguished Master Guardian, but I ranked down pretty bad.
Do I believe you? I can't remember what it was. I'll believe you this one time. I'm Gold Nova 3 personally, but yeah. Is there any other question? Oh, the Defias. Would you live in Africa or in Germany?
I live in Germany currently.
Yeah, that's a bit of an odd. I think they're just trolling, to be fair.
Yeah.
Also, Peter, that's a really nice M4 render. Looks hot.
Oh, yes.
Any last questions? Make sure to get them in now because we're really close to the end. Whilst I'm waiting, of course, let me just quickly give you some more Zap coins, since you guys been a good crowd. Go into your cash box and please redeem that if you want some free euros in your bank account. Well, not your bank account, your Zap bank account. Thank you, Serotonin, for being here, of course. The Defy asks, would you watch 100 hours of South Park or Simpsons?
South Park, definitely. I really enjoyed playing the South Park computer game. Yeah, I'm a.
Oh yeah, the game was really good. I watched the playthrough. I have 3 servers and I'm awaiting on Sons of the Forest servers to be up. Yeah, Sons of the Forest servers would be great. I think the developers are working on the dedicated servers though, so it still might take some time.
I read something similar, but that's unfortunately not in our hands to provide those servers. But when they are available, we will definitely offer them to you.
Okay, I guess. Okay, one more question, Gizmo. Dedicated Rust servers. We already have Rust. Don't we already have Rust servers as game servers?
Let me check.
Yeah, let's quickly analyze this.
We have
Yeah,
so
CCA
many
says we
games,
do.
it's pretty hard to keep up on all products we are offering, to be honest.
I think we've had it
Even
since
if
forever.
you're not in charge to implement new games.
That is sus, Peter. But yes. It's funny. Yeah, no, Gizmo, we've had a Rust service for a while now. Would Arc 2 be on the cards? I'm not sure. Are there Arc dedicated servers already? I think for the normal, the first like Arc, yes, but I don't know if the Arc 2 exists. Ooh, nice guide. Thanks, CCA. This is like the last warning for questions. For real though, last warning. I haven't really played Arc. Have you played Arc, Julian?
No, I did not. I saved it to my Steam account when it was free.
Yeah, same.
I never touched it to this day. So maybe we should give it a try as Team ZAP.
We should. That's the dinosaur game, right?
Yeah,
Am I tripping out? Okay, good. Would Jacoby become bee or penguin? Probably bee. Likely.
Yeah, definitely bee.
CCA, let's play sometime.
Penguins can't even fly, so they're pretty cute.
Yeah, exactly. It's very boring. Okay, I guess we'll mark the end here. Thank you everyone for attending and actively engaging with the event. And of course, a massive thank you to Julian for taking the opportunity to talk with us today.
Thank you for
and
having
answer
me.
all of your questions.
It was a pleasure, and yeah, I was pretty overwhelmed in all the questions. I didn't think that so many people would be interested in an insight of my work. Thank you for
we've
that.
had a concurrent 50 viewers around, which is really good, if you ask me. Okay, so make sure to check out or add your interest to the big announcement tomorrow. Like I said earlier, because it's going to be big. Like someone in chat tell them how big it's going to be. Another employee. But yeah, thank you for listening, everybody, and we'll be closing this off. And thank you for listening. Like I said, goodbye.
Bye-bye.